The Rachel and Brian morning after interview. Is Rachel rewriting history? Welcome to Access Hollywood. Bachelorette expert Ashley I and Kit have been following the entire season that ended with Rachel sharing a really deep connection to Peter, but accepting a proposal from Brian. Well, our Scott Evans spoke to the happy couple in New York.
I dated a lot of Peters. I felt like I could fix it. I could save them. I'd run away from what's best for me. I wanted to make it better. And I didn't do that this time, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and Brian really was the man for me. He's absolutely every single thing that I want in a man and in a relationship is Brian.
Seated closely together on the couch, unlike when Rachel very obviously moved away from Peter last night and proudly flashing her $100,000 pear-shaped engagement ring, Rachel and Brian are ready to put Peter in the past.
When he said to you, though, go have your mediocre life.
Great. Then go find someone to have a mediocre life with.
What were you feeling then?
I was shocked that
Yeah.
he said that. And I mean, even last night I said, well, just so you know, I'm not living a mediocre life. I'm living my best life, like just in case you needed to know. I mean, I was, you know, he apologized and said that, you know, he was coming from an emotional place, but in that moment, that's not how I felt. I felt that he truly meant that.
Yeah.
And that was very telling of me.
Saying that not being in a life with me would be you settling for a life of mediocrity, and I don't believe that. And
You did say that.
I did say that, and
Yes.
I am so sorry.
I know, but you meant it. And by the way, shouldn't he apologize? I don't think he needed to.
I don't know. Am I horrible to say that I think it's kind of sexy
Me
for a guy
too.
to be so self-assured?
Isn't that what you want when you're looking for somebody? Like your
Yes.
life will be the best with me?
Yes, absolutely.
I felt bad for Peter in the hot seat last night. I felt bad
Me
for Brian
too.
today having to listen to all this. Well, now Rachel tells Scott things with Peter really started to go south on their second one-on-one when they were in Geneva.
Yeah, because you talked about there being some things in Geneva you saw.
I think it's really sad because people think they know, but they have no idea. And people became so invested in Peter and I. But for me, Geneva was a very telling date for us. You know, it was our second one-on-one. I started to peel back some of those layers, and he wasn't, for me, my person. Like, he wasn't what I wanted in a man.
But Ash, we didn't see those layers being peeled back. We only saw what we saw last night. Why do you think she so wanted that proposal from Peter and couldn't just be happy with the way their relationship was going?
Well, that's why I'm so confused. She says, like, she knew in Geneva that he wasn't her one. Well, then why pester him for weeks after about getting down on one knee?
I give Brian so much credit for sitting through all these interviews today.
Oh, yes.
He told us, by the way,
He's a
he
champ.
mentally prepared himself to watch Rachel date 30 guys, but hearing her say, I love you, wasn't his favorite. But he did not mince words about his feelings about Peter.
Last night at the taping, did you run into Peter at all? Did you see
I
him?
did not.
Did you have any?
I did not. I'm kind of glad I didn't. But
What would you have said to him?
to be honest, I just think that, you know, I just think it was unfair of the way that he was treating her. It was just too much of a back and forth. Like, make up your mind. Either you
Are in or out?
Either you know. When you know, you know.
Yeah.
When you know, you know. When you know she's the one, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just, if it's not the case, then just bow out.
The breakup with you and Peter, I cannot imagine it was easy to live, let alone watch back. But had he given you what you wanted and said, I want to propose to you, I can propose to you,
Yeah.
would this have played out a little differently?
And that's the real question we needed answered. We'll have Rachel's response to your question in just a bit, Scott.
Well, Liz, you might be surprised by her answer. Well, Rachel and Peter weren't the first couple making a big split this week. Just one day prior, Anna Faris and Chris Pratt announced their very sudden split. No one saw it coming, but everyone's asking, what happened?
Anna, please, I love you. You've given me so much. You gave me the greatest star in the galaxy, and my little boy. I love him and I love you. Without it, none of this means anything to me.
That was Chris gushing about Anna at his Walk of Fame ceremony just over 3 months ago. So it was a surprise to us all that Sunday night at 8:02 p.m., Anna announced they were separating after 8 years of marriage. Chris posting the news himself 3 minutes later. The joint statement read in part, "We tried hard for a long time and we're really disappointed. Our son has 2 parents who love him very much, and it sounds like the split is amicable," ending with, "We still love each other and will always cherish our time together." In April, Chris, Anna, and their son Jack, who turns 5 this month, were the picture of happiness as they posed for media. Anna and Chris already weathered Jack's difficult birth in 2012. He was born 9 weeks premature and spent his first month of life in an intensive care unit. Anna got emotional speaking about it.
My husband stood by me and held me and was my rock and my anchor. There's some tabloid rumors about like strain in our relationship, and I just remember feeling so hurt.
But there were hints that something was going on. In December, during Anna's weekly podcast with Isla Fisher, Anna talked about the struggle of being a public couple and her marriage with Chris coming under tabloid scrutiny.
I take pride in how great my relationship is with Chris. But having said that, of course, in this crazy world where he's off doing movies and I'm in LA raising our child, like, of course I'm gonna feel vulnerable like any normal human would. Is public perception, like, even though it's false, like, is there a grain of side? Like, that's how it made me feel incredibly insecure. Hug this throughout the whole movie.
Oh, now when we're apart, you can take that with you.
Yes.
The first Guardians of the Galaxy film in 2014 made Chris a superstar, leading to more work and more time away. Guardians 2, Passengers, and the Jurassic World movies. At the Jurassic World premiere, he and Anna talked about how they were handling it all.
Cover of GQ, cover of Men's Health. I mean, the guy's a walking sex symbol now.
Oh my God, I feel like we constantly sort of look at each other like, is this happening?
Is this real life?
Yes.
Dancing duo Les Twins were crowned the champions of World of Dance Tuesday night. They also won the $1 million prize. I was with the French twins the morning after they were named the best dancers in the world. It has to feel good, right?
It feels good to hear.
I mean, not just because you won $1 million.
Oh yes, for that.
No, not just.
I'm gonna buy this building.
Oh, come on. It was a tight competition until the end when it came down to Les Twins and 14-year-old Eva Igo.
This little girl, Eva, oh my God, bro.
She was incredible.
She's a beast.
She's a
you know
beast.
what I mean?
She can
Like,
do everything.
she can do
And
everything.
she almost got y'all in the end.
What?
Oh,
Hell yes.
God, why you say that, guys?
Yes, it's true. And she cried at the end for the first time in the whole TV show.
I would probably pay for my own dancing.
When she cried, I was like, all right, we're done.
The boys from France came out on top. In addition to walking away with a cool $1 million, Larry has a memory with J-Lo that will last a lifetime.
Me, my best time with J-Lo was, she called me Papi.
She called you Bobby? Woo! The twins have already built an impressive dance resume, including touring with Beyonce in 2013. The World of Dance victory is a mic drop moment for the pair, who have been working towards this their entire lives.
Yo, I'm out.
Okay, coming up, Jessica Chastain has worked with Brad Pitt and other major leading men, but who's the one she says gets the biggest reaction? Plus, can Kelly Rowland handle this blast from her past?
I sold my dream house to buy my first Domino's store. I built my store with my bare hands.
I used my college savings to buy my store. It means everything to me.
But we've decided to tear them down.
We love what we do, but not where we do it. Come and see our remodeled stores when you carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each every day.
Be sensational. Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara from Maybelline, New York. Our unique fanning brush reveals layers of lashes for the sensational full fan effect. Lash Sensational Mascara. Make it happen. Maybelline, New York.
Metro PCS presents the best unlimited deal in wireless. 2 lines of unlimited 4G LTE data for only $75, period. Plus 2 free 32-gig phones when you switch. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out.
Library break! Have a break! Have a Kit Kat!
one loves a road trip like your furry sidekick. So when your side glass gets damaged, trust Safelite Auto Glass to fix it fast. It's easy. Just bring it to us or let us come to you. And we'll get you back on the road.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Because we care about you and your co-pilot.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
With Advil, you'll ask, what twisted ankle? What muscle strain? Advil makes pain a distant memory. Nothing works faster, stronger, or longer. What? Pain. Advil.
Welcome back to Access Hollywood. Well, now to my new interview with Jessica Chastain. Life is good for her right now. Quick search online and you'll see her plate is full with film roles, but there's something more. 2 months ago, she became Jessica Michelle Chastain Pasta de Proposalo, and she's letting everyone know. Off the market.
Yes.
You being off, was it glorious? Was it that particular day, the wedding day, was it everything that you dreamed it would be? Was it everything you hoped it would be?
Don't you wish you knew? I'm never gonna tell you that.
It was on June 10th when Jessica married Italian fashion executive Gianluca Pasta de Proposalo, and 3 days later, she tweeted, "Did you hear? I'm off the market. Gianluca and I got married. We wanted privacy and aren't selling photos, but I'll post something in the future." She also asked that no one post intrusive paparazzi photos of the ceremony.
I'm very protective of the way I share.
Of course.
I'm excited to share things like supporting other women and the film work that's happening, or TV shows that I really believe in, or a cause that I think people should pay attention to. But I'm very good about not sharing my private life.
Yeah. But here's news Jessica eagerly loves to share. She's the face of Ralph Lauren's new pillar fragrance, Woman.
I like it. I like that they named it Woman. I mean, it's so strong. I mean, women are strong, women are powerful, but it really empowers the word. I feel really excited to support and encourage women. I love the idea that a little girl could go and see one of my films and decide she wants to be a commander on a mission to Mars, or a leading theoretical physicist, or a lobbyist in DC taking down the White House.
Yeah.
I'm really excited that all of that can happen, and I think it's because it's coming from a positive, encouraging place.
Jessica plays strong roles and co-stars with strong leading men. Her upcoming film Molly's Game finds her with the equally dynamic Idris Elba.
I've worked with many incredible actors. I've worked with Brad Pitt and Tom Hardy and James McAvoy and, guys.
Yeah.
Not so bad. Idris is the one actor that I have noticed when he walks into a room, you just hear, "Aww," from everyone.
Yeah.
And women become idiots around him. At one point, there was a PA that was bringing a cup of tea, and he said, "Oh, hello, I'm Idris, what's your name?" And then she couldn't really remember her name.
Name is.
She was starting to stutter, and he just kind of like smiled because he knew, what was happening, and he was so sweet to her.
I asked him, I said, give me something that she will know it's coming from you, and this is our interaction.
Hey, Jessica, can we run some lines in your trailer? That's all we got to say.
Okay.
She'll know what that means.
She'll know what that means.
Amazing. So basically, we did 45 pages of dialogue in 6 days. Whenever we were around each other, I would say, "Hey, Idris, can we run lines?" Yeah. And we'd start to run for like 10 minutes. Every time we had a break, every time we had a lunch break, every time they were changing the camera, we would run lines.
And you can see if Idris and Jessica's rehearsals paid off when Molly's Game hits theaters November 22nd. All right, coming up, Ashley, I, and Kit return. Just how far was Rachel willing to go to Bachelor block Peter? Find out next.
You know, Geico just saved me hundreds of dollars on my car insurance.
Huh. I should take a closer look at Geico.
Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating and fast and friendly claim service.
Speaking of service. Ooh, just out.
It was in.
Out.
In.
Out.
In.
What about now?
That was our only shuttlecock.
Take a closer look at Geico. Great savings and